What's up guys, Trav White here. Welcome back to the Where the hell am I? I'm at the Longhairs. This place is phenomenal. Obviously, I have long hair. What other brand would I want to meet with? So I'm here in San Diego right now, and today I want to talk to you guys about hair types, and mainly why the products you're using might not be working for you. A lot of guys just go and they buy products that suck, and at least suck for them. So here's how I like to think about it, right? Shopping for hair products is like shopping for a car. Imagine this, you walk into the dealership, you have a blindfold on, and you walk up to the first car that you bump into and you buy that. You know, would you do that? No. Would I do that? No. Why? Because you have a car type, you have an aesthetic you want, you have performance features you want, you have a budget. Going off-roading and driving down the highway are two totally different needs. It's the same thing when you're shopping for hair products. If you have a dry scalp, if you have an oily scalp, you're gonna need different products. If you have curly hair or straight hair, you're going to need different products. The number one thing you need to know is what your hair type is. Now, if you wanna know every single detail about hair types, the science behind each one, the science behind curl pattern, scalp moisture, hair texture, hair density, I have a whole other video on that. It's 25 minutes long. I'll link to it in the description. You can go watch that. If you just want to know, like, hey, I just want to know what my hair type is, I don't care about the science, I got you. If you go download the Man Remains app, which is an app that I've launched for men's grooming, hair care, beard care, skincare, you can take a 2-minute quiz, figure out what your hair type is. So once you take that quiz, you will have your map. This is your guide to figuring out the best products for you. So let's talk about how to utilize this information in a way that's effective for you to pick products. So there's 5 essential parts to everyone's hair type, and it differs from guy to guy. But you have your curl pattern, you have your scalp moisture levels, you have your hair density, your hair texture, and your hair porosity. Once you know each one of these different variables of your hair type, you can make informed decisions. For example, if you have type 3 or type 4 hair, which is the alphanumeric scale that measures curl pattern. Type 3 and type 4 are the curly and coily hair types. You're not gonna be buying your mass market shampoo and conditioner that you get from the drugstore. You need to buy products that are specifically designed for curly hair because they contain ingredients that help give volume, give bounce. And another thing you need to know is the proper regimen. We can talk about that in another video. But when it comes to scalp moisture, let's say you're someone who has an itchy, dry scalp all the time. You're gonna wanna find a shampoo and conditioner that contains moisturizing ingredients and detergents that aren't as harsh as some of the ingredients you might find in, for example, a clarifying shampoo, or a lot of the mass market drugstore shampoos contain, something like ammonium or sodium lauryl sulfate. So there's a place for sulfates, but someone with dry, itchy scalp might not need that. Let's say that you have fine textured hair. I have fine textured hair. You can define that as taking one strand and rolling it through your fingers. If you can barely track that hair or you can't feel it, you probably have fine textured hair as well. The problem that people with fine textured hair have is that heavy products weigh our hair down. So we need something with lightweight ingredients, something that adds volume, that adds more protein to our hair, because when you have fine hair, you tend to have less protein. And the cool thing about the Man Remains app is we don't just tell you your hair type. We put you into a community of guys where you can find out what products they're using, and you can see what their hair type is. You can also read all the educational information we have about hair types, and you can also look for products based on your hair type on the app as well. It's your one-stop shop, finding the best products for you. But that's why knowing your hair type is important. So if you're a guy who's struggling right now with their hair, you feel like it's too flat, you feel like it's too oily, you're struggling with dry scalp or flakes, whatever the problem is, figure out what your hair type is and use that information to switch up what you're doing. And guarantee you that you will start to get onto a path where you will love your hair and you'll love your mane and you'll let it ride. So this is Trav White with the Longhairs, and I will see you guys over on my channel. Talk to you later.